Hi, all the signs of the Zodiac out there. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month psychic tarot reading update for all the signs for June 2015. Please be sure to look below this video at the timestamps to locate where your video begins. This month, I'm using the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. So let's see what's going to go on for you people out there for this nice month of June. First card is going to be for Aries. Aries, what's in store for Aries? Aries has the card of Seven of Rods. And Seven of Rods is a card to me that symbolizes this is like closing the door on something or holding negative forces back. And there could be some complications or frustrations coming at you at the middle of this month, Aries. I feel like you're right in tune and right in step with everything that you should be doing or that you need to be doing. So I'm not hearing that you need to be doing anything different, but for some reason, some things are not necessarily jiving or falling into place for you right in the middle of the month. You may be feeling like you're trying to fight your way out of a paper bag. However, I do feel you are going to be successful in making some headway with things that you're trying to do. And the second card that I pulled here for you today, Aries, for this mid-month psychic tarot reading update, you got the Empress. And the Empress is a card to me that symbolizes this is a birth of an idea, birth of a child, birth of a new business or enterprise or creation of some sort. And so these are your two cards that you have together here. You have the Seven of Rods and the Empress. The Empress shows up here because my guides are saying she wants you to believe in yourself more. And I feel like you've taken it on the chin for a lot of people, or taken a lot of guff from people. So, and I'm hearing you're going to be feeling like you want some resolution. You're going to be finding your way out of any conflicts or any, that paper bag they talked about. I feel you're going to be finding your way out of that in the month of July. I feel like July is going to ease up a lot of things for you, Aries, so hang tight, hang in there. If you're feeling a little stuck or stymied in this month of June right in the beginning, you will get past it. So on to the next sign of Taurus. What's in store here for Taurus for mid-month of June update? The first card you have that shows up here today, Taurus, for this mid-month psychic tarot update of June 2015, you have the Six of Rods. And the Six of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes victory. It's being victorious after a battle. I hear for you, Tauruses, you know what you need to do now. You know what you need to do. You are coming home as the victor with some kind of spoils. You are coming home the victor. You are going to be realizing your goals and ambitions right now in some way. I feel that many of you Tauruses are achieving some long desired goal or dream right now, are happening for you. You may have to make some quick decisions around the middle of this month, but I do feel those decisions that you're going to make are really going to be helping you move forward, especially at the end of this month when we're exiting June going into July. I feel many of you have a great idea or plan that you're getting ready to put into action. There's a newness about something happening right now, and you may actually find yourself being astounded. Wow. You don't hear that too much, do you, Taurus? I mean, who hears about being astounded? But you know what? We probably get astounded every day about stuff. The next card you have here, of the two that I pulled for you from this Aquarian Tarot deck, Taurus, you have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes giving charitably and freely and happily and joyously to others, or you could be receiving something charitably and freely that could come to you through banking and financial institutions. It could be a loan from somebody. It could be, you know, somebody giving you money, but it could be you being the one that's charitable and giving. Any great plans or ideas that you came up with and started to work on now in this month of June, I feel like it's going to come to fruition and turn into something important in July. For some of you, you may have had to throw out some original, outdated, outmoded idea or plan that, like, now just maybe you worked on it before and it didn't start to pan out. Like it seemed like, I have to revamp this. I need to redo it. I have to reevaluate what I'm doing here and come up with a new plan or idea. I feel that you're going to do that. You're doing that now, and this is going to benefit you moving forward into the month of July. That's when the plan starts to really take shape, get into motion, and move forward. You may have a lawyer looking into court documents and papers for you, or looking over documents and papers, overseeing signatures of contracts or agreements, business plans, business deals, anything like that. So hope that made sense to you, Tauruses out there. So now I'm on to see what is going on for Gemini. Gemini, what's going on for this mid-month of June update for Geminis? What's going on with Gemini? Gemini, the first card I pulled for you was the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is a card that means being protective of your possessions, your money, holding them close to you, being concerned about them and being protective. This can also indicate financial gain and financial success in the future. I do feel many of you Geminis are going to be getting rewarded very highly for your hard work and efforts. And so if any of you are up for any bonuses, increases, raises, anything like that, I feel like it's like around you right now in this time frame of the middle of this month of June, even going to the end of it. I feel that many of you are going to treat yourself with a high price ticket item because of this reward. So you're either getting rewarded by you getting something of value from others as a reward to you, but I feel it's more like money, a bonus, an increase, a raise, and that you're going to treat yourself to a nice, expensive, high price ticket item after you get this bonus or increase. Some of you may be experiencing a real trust issue also going on around you about money. So if any of you have been entrusted as the executor or power of attorney or something of that nature over someone's estate, you could either have people not trusting of you right now about what you're doing with the money, or you could be not trusting of some situation going on here in regard to that about money. I do feel like you're going to come out on top, though, Gemini. I feel that you have some real lucky golden stars over your head about money in general, but especially right now. So I feel like any money concerns that you may have of not trusting something to do with finances is like a passing phase and nothing to get overly worried about or concerned about, because I feel like your financial picture is going to be improving. And the next card I pulled for you out of the 2 cards for this mid-month of June Psychic Tarot update, you have the Death card. And the Death card is a card to me that symbolizes this is like transformation. This is something ending so something new can begin. Sometimes this card also shows up if there's been somebody in your life that you cared a lot about that's recently passed. This card can come up with that. I hear you're moving into new territory and new ground. I hear you're ready to strike it rich and you're ready to break new ground. I'm hearing like things like the ball is rolling in your court now. You're financially gaining some momentum, Gemini. I still pick up a great deal of stress or pressure around you to do with money matters, but I feel like it's family money matters. I don't feel like it's through your work or career for many of you, but you know, as I always say, these are general readings, and if you want a reading specifically for you, you would need to get a private reading. Also, please, 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 all of you watching, be sure to check your rising sign or your moon sign out for more information. I'm posting a link below that you can enter your information to find that out, but you do need your birth time to find out what your rising sign is. If any of you Geminis have been waiting for a grant, a loan, or some kind of stipend to come in for you, I get that's also headed your way, Gemini. So your cards really seem to circle a lot around money for the middle of this month of June. Now on to see what's going on for Cancer. People born under the sign of Cancer for June 2015, mid-month. Well, Cancer, you have some interesting cards that came up for you for this mid-month of June. You have the 10 of Cups is your first card. And the 10 of Cups to me is like kind of like the happily ever after card. This means 2 people very often in a marriage or a partnership or union like a marriage with the abundance of all good things, emotionally speaking, like great connection and happy things happening, emotionally speaking, in your lives together as a couple. I feel like you're really starting to realize some of your goals and dreams, and that you've come to realize that family is actually the prize. And I feel that some of you, if you've ended a relationship recently, I feel that you're considering or getting ready to make a new start with someone new. That is for some of you. And I do feel that some of you have started to realize that you're going to treat yourselves well emotionally and fulfill yourselves emotionally, because when you're filling your own emotional needs with looking after yourself, taking care of what's good for you, what makes you happy, that then it actually changes your energy and opens the door for someone to come in or for more love to come into you. If you are single, I do feel for many of you Cancer people out there, a marriage proposal is really soon, like it's in the offing here. And for any of you that are in a coupling that you're unhappy, you may walk away from the relationship right now. Now, interesting, that's quite a hodgepodge of things going on here, but you know, I'm talking to a lot of Cancers out there, not just 2 or 1. So I want to tell you what I feel here. You know, Mercury in retrograde has just passed, and I'm still experiencing it. This was a doozy, this one, for me. And I hear from many of you as well. I read all your comments on Facebook, and I know many of you are feeling like, what the heck's going on? Well, there's other planetary things going on now, too, because now I am not an astrologer. I do get people that ask me, but I do read up on it, follow it, listen to it, you know, the whole works. And I know Neptune just went into retrograde, I believe on the 12th. Pluto is also in retrograde motion as well. So I don't know what planetary influences is causing some of the things I see happening here for you, but I wouldn't be surprised if Neptune in retrograde and Pluto in retrograde might very well, and Mercury having just been in retrograde, is causing you to walk away from some difficult relationships. And I feel like many of you are doing that in this time frame, in the center of this month. I also feel, on the same token, the single cancers are getting ready to, get engaged or meet the person. Like, you got a lot of relationships turning things going on right now, Cancer. So you guys all just have to figure out which Cancer you are as to which message that applies to. Some of you are shutting doors on relationships that have frustrated you, that have not been working for you. Some of you are embracing a new relationship that's just coming in, that's going to be really important for you. And some of you are turning some corner where you're going to be getting engaged and really soon. So there's a lot of activity going on in the love relationship area for you Cancerian people out there. Now, the second card you got in this layout, this came up for one of the other cards that I already read. I'm not sure which one got it, but you have Six of Rods was your second card, and Six of Rods is victory. Being victorious after difficulties. Six of Rods symbolizes being victorious after a battle or difficulties. I feel that many of you Cancers out there are getting ready to institute a new program of some sort of change. I'm hearing diet or exercise change. There's some big change many of you are getting ready to take. I also feel that some of you Cancers that have had some daunting work situations are also getting ready to change your job, leaving to go to a new one. So, wow, I just keep picking up change for you Cancers out there. It's happening right now in this mid-month of June. I do hear, however, that some of you Cancerian people need to take a break from reality and spend some time, quiet time alone thinking and in some contemplation. So think that message over, because I feel like you're in such a hotbed of change all the way around that I feel like you need to have some alone time to really focus, regroup your energies, and calm down, plan some next ideas and steps, and really take a break from reality and, take a step back and relax. Comes up here for you Cancers. Now, the next two cards are going to be for the sign of Leo. Leo, what's for Leo? What's going to happen for Leo in this mid-month of June 2015? What's the mid-month picture here? Well, I haven't even cut the deck yet, and they're telling me you're driving yourself too hard, Leo. Well, we're having some repeat cards here today, and I'm certainly shuffling quite a lot. I am editing it down a little bit, so just so you know, I'm not showing you how long I'm really shuffling or you'd be getting bored. So, surprisingly, you got this card, and I believe Aries got it as well. You got the Seven of Rods as your first card. And the Seven of Rods, to me, this is like holding back forces of negativity coming at you. It can also be shutting the door on negative forces and negative energy. I hear some of you Leos are getting ready to turn the tables on someone else. I feel many of you have been feeling under the gun, under pressure, or used and abused lately. Some of you Leos are really walking away from some ticklish, dicey situations. I feel many people have scattered your forces and scattered your energy and scattered your thinking lately. I feel like you've had some outside influences, and not just one person, Leo. I feel like this is quite a few people here that have been sort of messing around with your mind and disrupting your serenity. Someone comes back from the past or has recently come back from the past, but this may not be a love relationship, as it often can be that. I feel like there's been some kind of rivalry, some rival or rivalry that's recently kicked up. I feel that anything like that, you're going to walk away from any uncomfortable situation. This could be a rivalry at work, like somebody that transferred out comes back in and causes problems, or you thought that you were done with them, they were out of your hair, and for some reason they show back up. It can also even be rivalry within family, with siblings, or any other family member that you could have a rivalry with, because I do see like rivals coming back in here to cause you some kind of disruption, Leo. But I do feel you're going to close the door and walk away from this situation and get some peace of mind. Like, I don't feel you getting enmeshed in it or getting embroiled in it all over again. I'm not picking that up, Leo. I feel like you're going to be protective of it. Either you're going to protect yourself and walk away from it, or just the planets and the heavens and the spirit guides are going to protect you from it. But all in all, I don't feel like you get I don't feel like you have to redo something that's happened fully. Now, the next card you have here that showed up with your second card was the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes, this is the card of like mastering your craft, mastering your work, or expanding your knowledge, or expanding your business, branching out and expansion. I do feel that those of you working Leos are going to have some new things that are going to get thrown at you, but I get you systematically, like, I handled that, I'm done with that. Like, I don't feel that you're, even though it may seem like, oh man, I just got done with this, and now you're making me do that, and now I do that, and then you throw this at me. Even though you may be thinking and feeling those things at the time, Leo, I feel that you're going to be like, done. I don't feel like you're not going to be able to handle what's going on here with that. For any of you working Leos, I also feel like a new team leader or a new manager or a new boss or a new employer or a new higher up comes in here at your workplace. There's going to be a real revamping and like changing of the guards is going on around you, especially you working Leos. You non-working Leos, I feel, are going to be going through some kind of catharsis and change. And I feel that you're going to be getting some project or plan that's been near and dear to your heart off the ground. So it could be something you're working on, like, renovating a room in your house, or renovating your house, or redecorating a room, or, retiling your kitchen, putting in a backsplash, new tile backsplash, or retiling your floor, or redoing your bathrooms or kitchen cabinets, or just like, I'm getting something for you non-working Leos that's revamping or changing things in your environment that you've been wanting to do for a really long time. I feel like that project or plan is going to get underway. So now I hope that helped you, Leo. On to the next card for Virgo. Virgos are next. What's going on for this mid-month of June for Virgo? I'm hearing there's a lot going on under the surface for you Virgos. Take time to eat right and watch your diet. They're telling me that. All right, Virgo, the first card I got out of the two cards for you was Queen of Cups. And Queen of Cups to me is a water sign female. This is usually a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. There's a new opportunity that's getting ready to present itself for you, Virgo, and you need to take it. Jump on it and take it. don't be shy and think you're going to make anybody mad, because, you know, you have to look out for yourself. So just think on that, because I feel like you're worried about stepping on somebody's toes or making waves. But I feel like you'd be crazy not to take whatever this new opportunity is coming to you. I feel the opportunity is going to show up for you really in the month of July or August. For some of you, it may be at the very, very end of this month of June. Some of you are going to find yourself giving lessons or classes or lectures, teaching something in some way, also comes up here. Some of you may receive an out of left field or out of bounds unexpected compliment or praise comes at you. They're saying there's a lot to be said for sitting back and waiting and biding your time. And I actually feel for many of you Virgos that you actually have been doing that, or you have done that. Be very cautious of linking yourself up into partnership with anybody over the course of the next 2 or 3 months. This could be in business, or, you know, a new job or business opportunity, or romance and love. So just be cautious and think on that. Don't jump into anything too quickly. I keep getting it again. You're going to receive some kind of praise or accolades for something you've done, like a job well done, or it could be coming from, you know, family. If you're a non-working Virgo, you could be receiving praise from unexpectedly from certain family members or relatives or friends. But it could also come up through work, a work-related compliments and accolades here as well. So the second card you have here for this mid-month Psychic Tarot reading update, Virgo, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles to me is a card that symbolizes being tired and exhausted from your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial rewards or financial gain from your hard work and efforts. I do feel that some of you Virgos need to prepare yourself, because I hear a spellbinding deal or contract is going to present itself and come down the pike for you. Now, I know I've talked about how my guides like that word, a spellbinding contract, because people have asked me what I mean by that. To me, that means it's good. It's like amazingly good, like it's a great opportunity. You're going to be thinking very hard about what you want to do here, and I feel that the next 4 to 5 months hold are the key ingredient for you in regard to this opportunity. And I feel some of you Virgos are going to finance a deal that is very near and dear to your heart. So you could be buying a new home, financing that. You could be buying a boat, financing that. You could be actually starting a new business, or a foundation, or a trust foundation, or a charity. It's anything that you have had near and dear to your heart and in your mind of what you wanted to do or get going or finance or fund. I do feel that you're going to be spending the money to do that. You've got to really listen to your intuition and your own inner guidance right now. The guides are telling me it's really important. Virgos really need to listen. Listen to your spirit guides. Many of you probably don't think that they're talking to you. They are. But pay attention to the messages and things that you feel, whatever your channel is, whether it's feelings, whether it's visions, whether it's hearing, mental hearing, or, whether it's signs or dreams. Really pay attention to it right now. My spirit guides are telling me you really have to pay attention to your guidance. I do feel that you're going to excel if you're getting ready to jump on board to a business opportunity or deal. I do feel that you will excel. It will be lucrative for you. I feel it may take you a year to see the big financial gain or reward from that. So just know, 9 months to a year from now. So if you feel shaky or wiggly about it in the beginning, the payoff in a year is going to be quite good for you Virgos. So I'm happy to hear that. Now on to Libra. Let's see what 2 cards come up here for Libra for this mid-month of June 2015 Psychic Tarot reading update. Okay, Libra, I'm not sure you're going to be happy about these 2 cards I got here. One looks good, the other one does not. The first card that I got here for you today for this mid-month of June, you've got the Tower. Now, the Tower, that's an explosion. That could be a fight, an argument. It could also be casting aside the old ways of thinking or doing things, like, big change. I've seen this card come up when friendships have ended, when relationships have ended. It can happen sometimes when people's, even things catching on fire, like your house or a tree on your yard, or, it could be that. But it's like necessary change. Get ready and hold on to your hat, Libras, because I feel the next month or 2, you might be feeling like you're on a bit of a bumpy ride and a little bit of an emotional seesaw I'm getting. I feel there could be some real agitation coming to you from outside sources that are trying to instigate you or agitate you. And if you're thinking of lending anybody money, be prepared, because I do not feel you're going to get it back. So if you give anybody any money, just be prepared that you're actually giving it to them, not lending it to them, because I don't feel that you're going to get it back. I do feel you're getting ready to make an emotional decision. And I also feel that some of you Libras are going to be finding out some information that was withheld from you that could be quite revealing and surprising. You're going to take this news and information and run with it. It's going to be an asset to you in the long run that you find this information out. I feel you may be feeling argumentative over the course of the next 30 to 60 days, but especially 30 days. And I feel like either you're going to be calling somebody out on the mat for something that they've done, or somebody's going to be doing that to you, or both. But I don't like to say anything negative, Libra. I truly don't. Please don't shoot the messenger. I just have to warn you. I feel that you're gearing up to be really angry at somebody here. So just take these messages as forewarning. I just want you to know this, though, that practice the law of attraction and positive thinking. I'm not putting this out there that I want this to occur for you, but I can't control what cards come up. And I do feel that you've got some consternation and upheavals going on, especially in this course of the next 30 days. So I feel like for many of you, once you're past the midpoint of July, things will be easing up, especially around towards the end of the month, like the 25th, the 27th. I feel that things will be easing up for you. But just know from now till between now and July 15th, I feel like there could be some anger and issues that you have to confront that in the long run, it will benefit you. But the information and news you're going to find out is going to end up being of help to you, Libra. Just know that. Now, the next card you have here, the second of the 2, you have the 9 of Cups, which, thank goodness, you had one, see what I mean? Seesaw. 9 of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. This is all good things coming to you in an emotional sense. I feel that many of you Libras have really been given the business and have gotten the runaround lately by people. And I feel that you may have had somebody, again, it comes up in this case, calling you out to the mat. But I'm hearing like you're sick of the runaround. I feel like you've been getting the runaround and you are sick of it. And I feel like you want some things to stop that are going on around you. And I see you putting your foot down, not having it anymore, not wanting to put up with it. I'm getting that kind of energy. I'm getting a lot of angry energy coming off of you. So please make sure, Libra, to protect yourself with the white light. Pray to Archangel Michael for protection and, spiritual guidance and protection all around you, because I do see some angry energy coming up off of you. I feel any of you single Libras may be making a new commitment to love, new love, that I feel could be entering the picture for many of you in the month of July or August. And I do feel like there's going to be a real completion or feeling of ending of things, like things are going to be made final or resolved. It is coming up here, Libra, so that's good. There is some positive things coming here, so try not to be too thrown by the Tower. The next card here, the next two cards are going to be for Scorpio. Scorpio, your first card that you got today for June 2015, you got the Three of Pentacles. That came up for somebody, one of the other signs. You have it here too. And Three of Pentacles is like expanding your business, expanding your knowledge, mastering your craft. It could be, you know, a new position at work, you're expanding your work, or it could be you having, if you have a business, you could be expanding your business. I feel that there's a great deal of assets that are going to be, like I'm hearing, rounding out the corners of your assets right now and moving forward. And I feel some of you Scorpios have talked to government officials or agencies about money. So this could be the IRS, but I actually feel like this is more in a sense of programs, assistance, or plans that would help you, not be a issue or problem for you. Many of you Scorpios are on the verge of making a job change. This could occur in August, I feel, for those of you that have been disenchanted with your career or your jobs. I feel some of you will be changing your jobs in August. I do feel that some of you Scorpios are going to be really making some headway with some people that are going to be listening to what you have to say and respecting you. And I feel many of you are going to feel like, well, it's about time, because I'm hearing that in my head, that you guys are going to be like, well, it's about time, you know, a little late, but better late than never. The next card you have in your reading here is Scorpio. For your next card of the two, second of the two cards, you have Eight of Rods. And Eight of Rods, first and foremost to me, means news coming to you swiftly. This could be through the computer, through telephone, through text, through email, even with verbal words, someone coming in person to give you news. But this card can also indicate change happening swiftly. It can also indicate travel. I feel that some of you Scorpios are really getting moving forward with some project or plan that you've been waiting for to happen, to get going. I feel that some of you are getting something going here. I feel also too, for many of you Scorpios, your mental processes are changing. The way you've thought about things in the past. I feel like you're changing the way you think. I feel like you're taking a lot of pride in your accomplishments or in your work. And I do feel that you want to be appreciated and recognized for this at this time. And I do feel that many of you will get that acknowledgement and appreciation. For any of you Scorpios that have been going round and round and round about a love partner in your life, especially female Scorpios that have been going round and round about their love partner in their life, I feel like you're getting ready to move on, or move on or get away from this, because I feel like I kind of am getting like the merry-go-round feeling. Like you're tired of being on this merry-go-round where it doesn't really seem to ever stop and make a lot of sense to you, emotionally speaking. And I see many of you reviewing that and feeling like, why am I still in this relationship? Or why am I still putting myself through this? Because I just feel like I'm going round and round in circles. So for some of you, I feel that you're going to be going through that kind of mental process or change because you've been affected by this emotionally from a romantic coupling with somebody. I do feel that some of you Scorpios are going to really be on the forefront of change. Like you're going to lead the way in change in something you're doing. Some of you may actually be considering moving. I'm hearing words like moving, moving on, moving away from things, and being on the front line of change and starting to also make your directions known to other people about what you want. Like you're going to start letting people know, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going, this is how I'm handling it, and if you don't like it, well, this is the program. So, you know, I like that phrase, lead, follow, or get out of the way. That's how I feel like you're going to feel in this mid-month of June 2015. On to the next cards for Sagittarius. And the two cards I got for you, Sagittarius, the first card was Five of Swords. And Five of Swords is a card to me that symbolizes, this is a battle position. This is being like standing your ground, throwing the gauntlet down, drawing a line in the sand. Doesn't matter if people are gossiping or conspiring about you or against you. You're standing your ground. You're like, your life is like ready to emerge. You're like in this chrysalis, like the butterfly, just ready to emerge. That's what they're showing me. I feel like any long-standing problems that you've had going on in your life, like you're like ready to jump away from them. Like, but they're saying to me in leaps and bounds. And any chains of events or experiences that you've had that seem to like have like tried to keep you down or hold you back in any way, I hear you're moving away from them now. Like those things they were like monkeys on your back. They could have been people. They could have been situations. I get like you're getting them off your back now, Sagittarius. So I'm happy for you. That's good news. I do feel that for some of you, there's someone new that wants to make things right in your life for you. I do feel many of you Sagittarians are going through some divine intervention and blessings right now. I do feel that there's going to be some real happiness getting ready to bloom inside of you right now, and that your creativity is also getting heightened right now. So some of you may really find yourself immersing yourself in anything that you enjoy that would be creative. And that could be so many things, Sagittarius. Just know I see you happier, monkey getting off your back, creativity is high, and I feel happiness. So that's good, Sagittarius, because I think many of you have gone through quite a lot of turmoil, especially over the past 3 years. The second card that showed up here today for you out of the two is Ace of Rods. Yep, that makes a lot of sense to me for what they said with the other card. This is new beginnings. Ace of Rods is the blessing of new beginnings. This could be a new business, a new enterprise. It could indicate an inheritance. It could be a new home, a new start in so many ways. I feel many of you Sagittarians are going to start feeling, if you don't feel it yet, I feel like you're getting ready to feel it soon, that you finally have found your peace, like inner peace and peace in your life. And I feel that you're going to be doing a lot of mental review of what has gone on in your life and what has been happening for you over the course of the past 5 to 6 years. Sorry about that, Sagittarius. I ran out of recording time on the program I was using, so I'm continuing on with the rest of the Ace of Rods, which was the card I was reading for you for June, mid-month of June. I feel that many of you really have gone through a lot of trauma, heartache, and they're talking about, the guides are saying this is really going to be a thing of the past for many of you. So feel like many of you Sagittarians are really walking away from some real heartache here. You're going to have a lot of new and revitalized energy, especially moving into the month of July. I do feel a lot of new is coming in here for you, and you could be getting a new project plan or some kind of development happening here, especially moving into the month of July. And the Ace of Rods is the card of new beginnings, so that does make sense. I do feel many of you are going to have the sense of the feeling of new, revitalized energy, and also a real sense of hope now moving forward. So for any of you Sagittarians that feel like you've really lost hope, have hope, because things are improving for you just around the corner. So now on to the next sign of Capricorn. See what's going on here for Capricorn for the mid-month of June 2015. And the first card I got for you, Capricorn, is the Five of Rods. Now, Five of Rods indicate to me an internal struggle. This could be a struggle with coworkers or a struggle with family members, but to me this indicates a struggle of some sort. Fives are always a card symbolizing conflict and loss. Can also be here with the number 5 cards. I hear you're going through some kind of decision-making process where you're trying to determine what you need to do about something. Like decision-making is going on around you right now, Capricorn. I feel many of you may feel out of sorts and out of step with society or people around you, and you may feel like you want to pull back your energy at this time and sort of like almost like cocoon yourself or sequester yourself away from other people and what's going on around you in the outside world. I feel like you're learning a lot over the past 7 to 8 months, and a lot of what you have been learning has been through trial and error. So I feel like you've just gone through a really intense learning period. And to me, it comes up, Capricorn, like learning through experience of dealing with other people. That's how the learning process has been, I feel, for many of you Capricorns. I feel like many of you are ready to move on and take the next step in your life. Like you're ready to take, there's a step a lot of you are ready to take. I feel a lot of you Capricorns have really been through the mill and have been worked very hard or had to work a lot of overtime, or people just putting a lot of pressure on you through work. And if you're a non-working Capricorn, this could be coming to you through family, and family situations have been making you work extra hard and work a lot of overtime, doing things in a family-related sense. I feel for many of you Capricorns, family matters have kicked up, and there's been some family upheavals going on. If any of you have brothers, I'm picking up like a brother or brothers fighting with each other, or, you know, brothers being a problem for you. But I get like family conflicts circling around here for many of you Capricorns. Now, the next card you have of the 2 for this mid-month update, Capricorn, you have the Justice card. And the Justice card to me is the card that symbolizes, this could be dealing with lawyers, court documents, legal papers, the legal system. It can also indicate if you have been in a situation or circumstance in your life where there has not been justice, that now justice will happen for you in some situation that you've been finding yourself in. I hear many of you are really tired of this same routine, like you're tired of some kind of routine that you've been going through, and also tired of some kind of runaround. So if you've been a Capricorn that's felt like you've been, you know, been through, you know, tired of the grist mill that you've been running on, and tired of the routine, and like I'm getting that sensation from you, like you're tired of running over the same old ground, tired of any routine here. Justice is also coming up here. My guides are telling me for you to slow down and to take a step back and reevaluate some situations that are going on around you. And they want you to realize what's been going on here under the surface of situations you've been contending with. They say you do have a little bit of an aristocracy about you or around you right now, and you are ready to advance. I feel like some of you are going to advance to the next step. Now, that could be in so many things. That could be spiritually, you're getting ready to advance. That could be socially, you're getting ready to advance. That could be, if you're a working Capricorn, ready to advance to a higher position at where you're working. Or if you're a business owner, your business could be getting ready to advance and take a step up. So advancement is coming up here. And aristocracy, Capricorn, I don't know, you're stepping up in the world somehow there. I do feel that Capricorns want to be seen and recognized for their accomplishments, and rightly so. And I'm also hearing that they're getting quite tired of explaining themselves to others. So hopefully that message is going to make sense to some of you Capricorns out there. I can understand what the guides are talking about here. For many of you, a new relationship enters the picture for you soon, or an existing relationship that somebody from your past may have come back in and re-entered it for you. So you may be going through, so that may be why they were referencing the decision-making process early on. I feel it just depends on which Capricorn you are. Some Capricorns, your decision-making process revolves around your family and any family disharmony, but for some of you Capricorns, it's going to be involving a past love returning or a new love coming in soon. If you're single Capricorn and you haven't met anyone yet new, I feel like anytime between now and the end of August, someone may show up. So hopefully that was helpful messages for you, Capricorn, for this mid-month. And now on to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, the first of your two cards that you got for this mid-month of June update, you have the Two of Rods. And the Two of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes partnership. This is either partnership in business or it can be partnership in romance. I hear many of you Aquarians are ready to set the world on fire. In a good way, not in a negative way. I feel some of you have really tried to prove yourself to yourself and to others. And I feel like you're doing that, Aquarius, or you have been doing it. You're getting ready to take a next step and advance. So that's come up for a couple of the signs for this mid-month. So it's coming up here. You're getting ready to take a next step and advance. So that's come up for a couple of the signs for this mid-month. So it's coming up here. You're going to learn some new facts and figures and put that knowledge to good use. If you've been regulating yourself of your intake of different sugars or things that you eat, I feel kudos to you. And that's working for you. And if you haven't started doing that, I feel many of you Aquarians are getting ready to start doing that. Some of you, I feel you're doing it for health reasons. And some of you, I feel you're doing it because you want to feel better internally and externally about yourself. Some of you are going to get rewarded highly soon. It could be in this month of June, but it might take a month or two to happen. Where I feel like you're going to get some real accolades or some kind of reward or something. I feel many of you Aquarians have gone through some real testing times, and I feel that you're passing them. You've passed these tests, and many of you, you've passed them with flying colors. So I feel like These could have been actual tests that you had to take. For some of you, it's just been karmic tests, and you've gotten through them and you've passed many of them. You may have a few more you're still like working through, but getting through them. It could be even, you know, work-related tests. It just comes up that you've gotten through some testing times, and that you're passing them. So that's good news. Now, the next card you have here today, Aquarius, you have the Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes moving. First and foremost, it's moving to a new home, you know, moving from where you're living. This card can also indicate to me travel. It can be traveling, and it can also show up if you're like moving on to something new, like moving away from something and moving on to something new. But first and foremost, to me, this means moving. I'm hearing you're going to be giving something the old college try. So if you've been thinking about like moving from your home, or moving your business, or moving to a new location in something, like if you have a business and you're thinking of moving it, or if you're living in a home and you're thinking, you know what, I want to move away from here and go somewhere else. It could be that, or moving even in a job. I just get moving from one thing to something else and giving it the old college try. I do feel many of you Aquarians are thinking about self-improvement right now, working on self-improvement. And also, some of you are really focusing on the betterment of the planet, how the planet can improve, like its water conditions, its air conditions, its, you know, harmony among each other, our food supply, and anything that would involve the betterment of this planet. I feel many of you Aquarians have been focusing on that. I feel many of you Aquarians are also trying to get steady on your course of what you're going to do next, and I feel you planning out carefully your next courses of action. So I feel like you're, like, whatever you're working on or doing or thinking about doing, I'm seeing you planning. You're planning your next moves. You're making lists. You're organizing yourself for any, like if you're going to start a new business, or if you're going to change or add things to your business, or you're going to change up where you work or how you do things at work, reorganizing things, or even your life. If you feel like, you know what, I've been doing things this way for so long, now I'm going to make a plan and I'm going to start executing my plans in my own personal life. I feel this is really why the Six of Swords has come up. And, you know, as I said earlier in this video, this is a general reading and it's not going to apply to all of you. So that's why it comes up like some of you are going to do this, some of you are going to do that, because there's many Aquarians out there watching. There's also going to be a real sense of purpose and a renewed sense of belonging and a sense of community and a sense of spirit about you. So if you're an Aquarian that's been sort of sequestered away, or, you know, worked on yourself for a while, or been, you know, not really commingling or interacting a lot with a lot of people around you, I feel like you're getting ready to emerge back into society, or dealing with more people than maybe you have been for a while. So hopefully that made some sense to some of you Aquarians out there. And now on to the sign of Pisces. And the first card I got for you, Pisces, for this mid-month Psychic Tarot update is the Nine of Cups. You're not the first sign to get this. Somebody else got this too. And this card symbolizes wish fulfillment. To me, this is all good things coming to you in an emotional sense, and like your wishes happening. So it's usually a good, happy, positive card. I feel that you're really thinking about what it is you want to do with your life, and I feel that many Pisces are on the precipice of change. I feel you may be relinquishing any old fears or self-doubts and embarking on something new here. I feel many of you have realized that the old ways of doing things are not working for you or have not been working for you. I feel some of you Pisces, travel is going to be picking up a lot around you soon. Now, going in the next couple of months. Now, this could be travel for pleasure, but it also could be travel for work or business. Some of you Pisces may be thinking of embarking on a new course of study or a new program where you would get a certification in something, or studying something new is coming up here for some of you Pisces. I feel some of you are feeling pretty good about your environment, and you could be reinvesting in your property and pouring more time, energy, effort, money into upgrading it comes up here, and like reinvesting in it. So maybe some of you are going to be refinancing your homes, or just reinvesting money into it to, you know, like put new siding on it, or, you know, put on a new roof, or get new landscaping done in your whole property, or, you know, redo the inside, knock walls down and make spaces more open, or, you know, putting in a swimming pool in your backyard. It could be anything like that. I feel some of you Pisces are going to be hearing from someone you haven't heard from for a while. This could be an old friend. It could be a relative you haven't spoken to for quite a while. It could even be like a past relationship for some of you, but that comes up the last. To me, it comes in first, like an old friend or a relative that you really haven't seen or talked to for a long time, I feel is going to come back in the picture and be talking to you. And I feel like it could happen very well between now and the very end of June, or at the end of the first week of the month of July. So your second card, Pisces, you have the King of Cups. And this could very well be you, because the King of Cups is a card that symbolizes a water sign male. This would be a Pisces. This could be a Cancer or a Scorpio. Now, if you're a female Pisces, this could still be coming up as you. Some of you Pisces may have been suffering recently from blistering headaches or skin blistering on your head, like from sun, you know, blistering on your head, but blistering headaches come up here too. You may be feeling a little crestfallen, like emotionally let down, like maybe somebody in your circle, either a friend, a lover, a family member, it could be anyone, that I feel like someone's recently disappointed you or let you down. This could be if you have children, grandchildren, doesn't matter. It could run the gambit here but feeling let down and disappointed by someone comes up for some of you Pisces. For some of you, I feel that you may have the sense of disharmony, or like you've fallen off the step or out of step with others, and like you want to be done with that feeling. Like you want to get past that now. You want there is a sense of wanting to change something here, like a real sense of like feeling like I want to get back in the game, that kind of feeling, like I want to get back in the game, whatever it is. If you took a hiatus from work and you haven't been working for a while, maybe you're going to feel like I want to get back into the game of working. Or if you've been out of the dating scene, if you're single and you've like not been dating, maybe you want to get back in the game of, you know, dating again. It could be anything. But wanting to get back in the game and getting more involved, wanting to get more involved in things comes up here for you Pisces. I do feel many of you are going to get the opportunity to study, learn, and educate either yourself or to go to some kind of course, study, and education thing comes back up again. That came up with the other card. It's also coming up here through the King of Cups. For some of you, you may have been doing a lot of dreaming or lucid dreaming. Some of you may have had dreams that you found disturbing. Now, I'm going to tell you, I personally notice when during Mercury in retrograde, my dreams kick up almost every time it goes into retrograde. We are out of that now because that ended on the 11th of June. But we're still in the shadow phase of it, which will go on, 2 weeks after the retrograde. So you could be experiencing a lot of dreams because of the retrograde. Not necessarily, but I know it happens to me. So I'm just saying your dreams kicking up, dreaming, lucid dreaming, and possibly some disturbing dreams that have been happening. But I feel like you're also getting some precognitive dreams of things to come. So pay attention to your dreams, Pisces. Start a dream journal or start writing your dreams down or even logging them in on an iPad or a computer when you get up to review them later, because I do feel that that's something important since it's coming up here in your cards today. If you're a Pisces that's been considering going into a business on your own, starting a business on your own, I feel like if you're on the fence about doing it, I want to tell you it is going to work out for you and go in your favor and be lucrative. So if you've been like teetering, like, should I go into business for myself or shouldn't I definitely feel like you should take the step. If you are a Pisces that's been thinking about doing it, already doing it, I feel like if you're going through a spell where you're not sure if it's going to work out, that you've already started it, I still feel no matter what, any business that you've decided to do on your own, Pisces, whether you've started it or getting ready to, it will work out for you in your favor. So that's good news, Pisces. I'm happy for you about that. So I like to say thank you, as always, for watching my videos. Thank you for sharing them with others and for Google Plusing and subscribing to my channel. I really, truly do appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Please be sure to follow me on Facebook, because I do post things there that you're not going to be able to see here on YouTube, and also to follow me on Twitter, because I do post tweets fairly regularly. Also, stay tuned to my channel for upcoming developments and changes that may be happening here. And also stay tuned for the July Psychic Tarot readings by the Lucky Mermaid at the end of this month. And also be sure to tune in to my website, because there will be some upcoming changes happening there in the course of the next couple of months. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of this month, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.